Bryan Kohberger, the prime suspect in the brutal murders of 4 University of Idaho students, right now on a flight from Pennsylvania. His new defense team already hiring a team of investigators to inspect the crime scene. But so many questions still unanswered, chief among them, why would somebody do this? Now, regardless, the parents of one of the victims say they're relieved police have somebody in custody. So now they just want justice. Watch.
Considering that this person went in there that night with the intent to kill and showed no mercy, unprovoked, and killed our daughter, her best friend, and their 2 friends, we are glad that we live in the state of Idaho with the death penalty.
So how will this play out once the suspect lands? Joining me to discuss, veteran criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Mark Eiglarsh is here. So, Mark, what happens when Bryan Kohberger lands in Idaho? Does he go right to jail? Does he get to read that probable cause affidavit? What happens?
I think they're going to finally release that probable cause affidavit in the media, and all of us are salivating. We can't wait to read it. What I already know is that it's going to be filled with allegations that there is scientific evidence that ties him to the scene. We know most likely he didn't confess. When they asked at that press conference to the chief, was a murder weapon recovered? And he said no. I knew right away that he didn't speak, that the suspect, if they had, questioned him and he was willing to talk with them, he would have said, oh, yeah, you drive to the lake. It's at the bottom right corner. But because they didn't have the murder weapon, I knew he hasn't spoken. So his presence at that scene will be proven, I think, almost exclusively through scientific evidence.
All right. So obviously, everyone in that community is invested in that case. They don't have murders in that part of the country. I think their last murder in Moscow, Idaho, was something like 2015. So everyone has been terrified. They have been saddened by this. The parents have been in the media. And you say that jury selection will be very particular since this could be a death penalty case. What does that mean for potential jurors, and what would the makeup be?
I'm pretty certain that they're going to seek the death penalty in this case. When you seek the death penalty, you get to death qualify the jury. That's a term that we use in the system. And that means you get to ask each juror, if the circumstances warrant it, could you impose the ultimate sanction of death? Well, my goodness, anyone who says yes to that, they're fairly on the conservative side, which is exactly what prosecutors want. You get rid of everybody who says, no, I might have a problem with it. I see him as a human being. I don't know. Well, then getting a conviction in a case like that is greater because you've death qualified the jurors. And I think that you're going to see the prosecutors seeking the death penalty, although they haven't had the death penalty actually carried out since 2012, and only 3 people have been given the death penalty since 1976 in Idaho.
Yeah, but a lot of that is almost ceremonial. It's for show. It's to show that you want justice. You want the absolute harshest penalty that can possibly be imposed on someone, and you want him to fear for his life. We'll see what happens with this case. Maybe a great defense team will sign up because they know how high profile it is going to be.
For sure.
Do you think that they will have an easier time than we think now defending him?
Listen, Kennedy, they've only won the battle. They arrested someone that they believe did this. The war is convicting him. We start off with this being merely a circumstantial evidence case because there's no busload of nuns who saw him do what's being alleged. Now, you can have a very strong circumstantial evidence case with scientific evidence, but it is circumstantial. So you're going to have lawyers, because it's a high-profile case, sign up to do the case probably for free or heavily discounted, and you're going to have an OJ Part 2. By that, I mean they're going to have experts come in and say it was contaminated from the start, and or if it wasn't, when they submitted it to the lab, things went awry.
Well,
there's no way that the scientific evidence should be believed.
If the jury makeup is as conservative as you're postulating, it's not going to be like the OJ jury. It's going to be very, very different. And juries are much more sophisticated now than they were back in 1995. Mark, always good to talk to you. It's a fascinating case, and we will talk to you again very soon.
Same here. Take care, Kennedy.
Thank you.